think about the production of Lego, what do you think about? You probably think about a big industrial factory that produces thousands of Lego bricks. But what if I told you it all started in a small carpentry shop in a small town in Denmark? Ole Kurt Christensen was the owner of this carpentry shop, but he wasn't doing very well with money, so he had to close it down. This was hard for Ole. Times were hard for Ole because he also lost his wife, but Ole still had four sons to take care of. Ole created a wooden duck toy that could roll on wheels. Ole saw much his sons enjoyed this, so Ole started sketching a new toy to create. The second toy he created was the wooden bus. It wasn't colored like the duck. It was just plain shiny wood. This was when Ole started with the toy business. Then, later on, a guy came to Billund to buy some wooden toys for his shop over the holidays. It was a big order. They started right away. But in the middle of the work, they got a letter from the buyer. He had filed for bankruptcy. Lego was in trouble now because they had spent a lot of the company's money doing this. Then, when World War II broke out, Ole tried his best to keep the shop going, but it was not going very well. So Ole had to sell the toys himself. He got more food than money, but he got some business out of it. But then, in 1942, on a stormy night, the workshop caught on fire. Ole had almost given up, but he knew how to fight to make this work. So Ole built a new workshop to improve it. It went well, but then Ole sadly passed away. Now his son, Gottfried Kurt Christensen, took over the business. But then Gottfried had to experience another fire in Lego. But Gottfried knew how to keep his health high, just like his father did. The Christensen family had a lot of struggles to make this company a good one and a successful one. Lego toys are very different from how they are now and how when they were first created. When Lego bricks were first created, they did not stick together, so you could not move your stuff around, which many people did not like. And they weren't very detailed. Now, Lego bricks and sets are very different. Now the bricks stick together so you can move the sets around. Many people really like that. And they're way more detailed now. After some time, Lego started to realize that they need to sell Lego products outside of Denmark, and they successfully did. But at first, it was only sold to 3 other European countries. But then, around the 1990s, Lego realized they needed to sell Lego products outside of Europe, and they did. When they did this, they also decided to lower their prices by a lot. They did this because they knew if they would sell it worldwide, it wouldn't get as many purchases if it was so expensive. Lego is one of the biggest toy production companies in the whole world. If you take a look at today's Lego brick and take a look at the first Lego brick, you see a lot in difference. The early Lego brick doesn't say Lego on the top, but the new one does. The old Lego bricks don't stick together, but the new one does. Legos evolved and changed a lot since they were first created. Legos evolved a lot. They changed their logo tons of times, but here are 3 of them. In 1934, when Lego first started off, they started off with a black and white logo. And in 1958, they started with color. And in 1998, they created the logo that we all know today. Lego has added a lot of things to their company to make it better. One thing they've added is Lego Ventures. Lego Ventures is a gaming company but for Lego. They create apps and games for Lego and buy games. One of their most famous app creations is Lego Life App. What this app is that kids can upload what they've created out of Lego. It's like Instagram but for Lego. But it has a special system to it that kids can bully and there can't be any information that they have to share. This system became so successful, they got about $9 million. Another thing Lego's added to their company is their collaboration with famous movies. For example, Harry Potter and Star Wars. When they did their collaboration with Harry Potter, it was a big success. They had 108 different Harry Potter sets, and from almost selling out every of those sets, they made $12.9 million from it. When they released the Star Wars sets, the movie was also a huge success. They had exactly 700 different Star Wars sets, and from almost selling out every of those sets, they made $1.3 billion from it. The Lego business is still surrounded by the brick, but they're also focusing on digital play and education. But Lego's mission is to reach every child in the world by learning through play. For more information, please visit my blog or scan the QR code.